Hello everyone, my name is Matthew Reeves, and today I'm going to be talking to you about video game arcades in Japan and how they are a form of pop culture. Specifically, I'll be going into how they create specific spaces inside of Japanese society that fill three specific niches as a part of that pop culture icon. The first one will be entertainment in general, the second one will be as a place for social connections, and the third is going to be a competitive scene. Alright, let's get into it. By looking at where the idea of this entertainment came from. On your left, you'll see the black and white photos of old pachinko parlors, which were an old Taisho era game. They became popular in the 1920s and have persisted until today with updated graphics and sounds and all the modern conveniences of digital life. On the right, we see an early edition of a Japanese digital arcade, all about different games that aren't pachinko, but if you look, they're pretty similar. That's because these two ideas filled the same idea of post-war Japanese need for leisure and relaxation. They both filled the same niche of cheap entertainment that was open to everybody, and that was an easy way to burn a couple hours when you just needed something to do that wasn't stressing you out about daily life. Arcades are also important as spaces for social gathering. In Japan, societal harmony and group identity are two really significant ideas, and these spaces, much like cafes or parks, offer a chance to do all of that. They offer you a chance to connect with each other. They're not just to play games, they're also just a spot that you can meet with other like minded people. Um, you can share your passions or you can just hang out. Whether it's a group of friends after school for a quick game or a club that comes here 2, 3 times a week to beat high scores or to get further in their game, this is a place where you get to build friendships and strengthen those bonds that you already have. It's an important piece of Japanese society, that coming together, the oneness, and this is just another platform that is available for that. The last piece I want to touch on is that of the competitiveness. These spaces have had a long history of having competitive games. Featured here is fighting games, which have been popular since their inception in Japan. But this is the modern day Coliseum for people to come in, show off, have fun against their friends, and get better while they improve their skills. This directly ties into that very Japanese idea of putting your all into something, improving it over time and time again, of dedicated hard work to improve your skills. Um, this is a way to be proud about it and to show it in a public setting, to put your name on a leaderboard without it having to be directly in conflict. But this is the modern place to do that. We're no longer fighting blood sport, as it were, in a coliseum. We can now do this digitally and, go home at the end of the day. Lastly, we're going to talk about the two most important pieces of what arcades provide in modern life. This is a niche that they fill that many places don't really fill. Specific to arcades is the idea of you get to escape for a little bit. This is another way to turn off reality and dive into a fantasy world and get away from your normal 9 to 5 drudgery. It's not uncommon to see businessmen or salarymen come in, sit down, and pretend to be a rock star or a Chun-Li in this case. Um, this is just a nice way to break that normal monotony and get away from the normal stresses of life, and it fills that niche really, really well. But let's talk about the core aspect of what makes an arcade. At its heart, an arcade has to be one thing, and that's fun. These arcades are a quick way to throw 100 yen into a machine, have a couple minutes of fun, and maybe walk away with a prize. It gets you in the door, it gets you into the platform, hanging out with some friends, spending time, and a little bit of cash. And this is why it's been such a powerful pop culture icon throughout the decades. These arcades provide not only spaces for people to come together, be competitive, work on their skills, and find their niche, but they allow a quick, easy escape from their normal 9 to 5 lives and allow those around them to have just a little bit of fun. And that's why they've stayed around for so long and will continue to do so for the foreseeable future. Thank you.